You can draw cute food in Procreate with just 3 simple steps. I'm going to take you step by step through drawing a food item and making it cute, and share tips and tricks for making anything cute along the way. And by the end of this video, not only will you be able to draw any food in the cute kawaii style, but you'll also enhance your observation skills, spark your creativity, and expand your imagination. Hi, welcome back to Haley K Studio. I'm Haley, and I like to make Procreate tutorials for beginners. So let's go ahead and get started on learning a little more about making things cute. Especially food, because that's what we're drawing today. We're drawing food. So if you want to draw cute food, first you need to understand what makes something cute. When you think of something cute, particularly a person or a creature, they've got exaggerated and playful proportions and expressions, and specifically they've got bigger eyes and usually a smaller, cute little mouth. And this is extremely common when drawing in the kawaii style, applying the simple rule of giving your subject exaggerated eyes and a smaller mouth. Additionally, to keep your subject cute and sweet, you'll want to draw with rounded edges and corners because round shapes are friendly to the eye and they signal harmlessness and sweetness. Another thing you'll want to keep in mind is to keep your details simple and not to overload your food or other subject matter with too many details. And keeping your subject uncluttered and simple will make it more pleasing to the eye, and as a bonus, it's easier to draw them because you're drawing less stuff. So now you'll understand the guidelines for making something cute. Let's learn the simple steps required to draw anything, especially drawing it cute. First, you want to look at and observe the subject that you want to draw. What shapes make up your subject? What are its proportions? What are its key features? Like this slice of pizza, it looks like just a triangle with some circles, but when you really observe it, you can see that there are more curves. It's not a perfect triangle and the top is curved. And even the circular pepperoni aren't perfect circles. And then the next step is to simplify the features. Begin by sketching or drawing out your subject, but only bring in the main components in a simple way. Don't focus too much on the details. And the last step is just apply the rules of cuteness. Add the cute eyes, the cute mouth, and keep the edges rounded. And don't forget to keep it simple. So now my slice of pizza is all sketched out. So what I did was I just made my main shape and I made him more rounded and a little bit squattier to kind of maintain those cute proportions. And when I was drawing out these pepperonis, first I made them into circles and then I refined them by adding those more realistic edges to the pepperoni, because typically the slices of pepperoni will start to curl up a little bit after they've been cooked. So we're just adding that little bit of realism to our drawing, but still maintaining that cuteness. While I was drawing out the pepperonis, I made sure that I made space for my eyes and my mouth because I knew that was going to be needed in order to make this pizza cute. It still needed those big eyes and that cute little mouth, and I even gave him a very excited expression. So now I'm just going to finish this off by adding a final lining and some coloring. And I'm just going to be using the monoline brush. I've got this one here that I have increased the streamline and the stabilization, so it's a little bit nicer for adding soft curves. So I'm going to be using the monoline brush, and I'm going to be using this additional color palette. It's additional to my Kawaii color palette that I sell online with my Kawaii Essentials brush set and drawing kit. But these are additional colors that I offer for free, and I will link those down below. And I've actually added a new brown to this one. So if you've gotten this color palette before, I've added a new color to it, and you can re-download it so you have that brown. Because brown is very nice to use as a lining color for cute images. It's a little bit softer and sweeter, and it goes better with the pastel colors that are in a kawaii image. So I'm going to go ahead and use that for my lining. And my monoline brush is set to 80%. And of course, it's at 100% opacity. And I'm going to add a layer that is going to go below my sketched image. I'm just going to turn down the opacity of this sketch so it's a little bit easier to see through. And I will go ahead and line and fill my image. So here's our cute pizza all done, and we definitely know that it is meant to look like a slice of pizza, and it's definitely cute because we have maintained those guidelines for keeping something cute, and that's the big eyes, the small mouth, the rounded edges, and the pastel colors. And I did change the size of my monoline brush a few times just to get some of the minor details situated a little bit more nicely. And I love the way this little guy turned out. He's definitely super cute. The next drawing I want to make is a piece of fruit. And additionally, I want to bring in some expression into this one. So when drawing these cute foods, you can bring emotions and stories to life in your artwork with subtle details and just a little bit of imagination. The easiest way is to begin by playing with expressive facial features. So for this drawing, I want to do a pomegranate. But while we sketch, we want to still use our observation skills. So I am going to use a feature of Procreate, which is the reference. A reference is just a little box that appears that isn't actually part of your canvas, and you can put anything in your reference. It can be part of your canvas, it can be an image, or it can even be your face. I'm going to import an image. And here I am in my reference photos, and I'm going to choose this pomegranate. And I'll just bring up the size on that so we can take a look at this. We can see that it's very, very round, but there is a little bit more shape to it. There's a lot of marks on the skin of the pomegranate, and I'm going to kind of let that be a guide for how we're going to draw the facial features on this. But to begin, I will just go ahead and do my sketch. So pomegranate is pretty easy. It's just very circular, and it's got that kind of top hat on the end there. And so sketching this out was pretty easy. But now we're going to add a few of the cute details to this. And like I mentioned, I wanted to use some of these marks on my pomegranate as a guide, because some of these kind of look like they could be facial features, like this looks like an eye here, this looks like a closed eye here, and this looks like a little mouth. I'm going to use these marks here as an inspiration for the face I'm going to draw on this pomegranate. So I'm going to have one eye open, one eye winking, and just a little smiley face, because that kind of looks like a smiley face with a tongue. So using my observation and my imagination, I'm using the details of this pomegranate to kind of guide me on how I am drawing this cute food. So there's a little expression on my pomegranate, and there's the inspiration for the face that I drew on it. It's very abstract, and it takes a bit of imagination to take these little smudges and cuts and marks from a pomegranate and get inspiration for its face, but that's how inspiration works. Something kind of sparks a little bit of idea and creativity, and then it can turn into something cute. So I wanted to add a little bit extra to this guy. I'm going to give them a little bit of some arms and legs. So now my pomegranate has some arms and some legs and a cute expressive face. I'm going to go ahead and do my lining and coloring of this pomegranate. So here's our cute and expressive pomegranate. It's telling a bit of a story. It kind of looks like it's almost falling over. It's tipped over a little bit, and it's quite expressive and cute. So the last one I wanted to draw, I also want to add a bit of drama to this one and expressiveness and really tell a story about what's going on. And the image that I've chosen is a popsicle. And I will bring up my reference photo. So here is the popsicle that I want to make into a cute food. And I want to play up the cute and roundness of this one. So we're going to alter the shape just a little bit to add some roundness and cuteness to it. So I'm going to go ahead and start sketching this one. And I've stayed with my Narinder pencil and black for the sketching portion. So here is our popsicle. We've added a lot of drama in the expression on this popsicle's face. He's got a very surprised look on his face and a very anxiety-ridden mouth there. You can understand why he's pretty anxious. It's because he's melting, as you can see. So playing up that expression, adding the pool of melted popsicle below him, really adds some drama and a story to this image. So let's go ahead and finish this off by color filling it. So now our very anxious popsicle is all done. I really hope he doesn't melt all the way because he's super cute and I want him to make it. And now that you know how to draw cute foods, you won't want to miss my other videos where I teach you how to draw in the Kawaii style. So go ahead and click on the link on the screen to learn all about drawing in the Kawaii style. I want to thank you so much for being here and watching this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. And if you would like to see more videos like this one, hit that subscribe. I'm going to be sharing more tutorials that I hope you'll enjoy. So until then, I hope you keep on drawing, and I certainly will, and I will see you then. Bye!